Good morning, everybody. Hi. I sort of need to get the train sort of rolling. Otherwise, it will be like JFK was last night, where you're all on the runway. Good morning. I'm Lisa Koenigsberg, and I am going to just introduce Gaetano Cavalieri, who is coming in virtually to speak to us, and then I will pick up where he leaves off. And we're so honored to have a partnership with CIBJO. We're going into our third year of really relationship that we cherish. You will hear a couple of panels that relate to that. One is a public hearing on the Blue List lexicon, and the other one, a discussion on preciousness that will happen in other manifestations in different places. But I have been deeply honored by this relationship, and I truly love Gaetano, so I'm very honored that he's with us this morning. Gaetano.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for your nice words introducing me like this. And thank you very much to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you. I saw on the news that the weather is not exactly a typical New York summertime, but still I wish you a wonderful day today and tomorrow and the other day are coming. It is my great pleasure to be able to welcome you all at the IAC's Gold and Diamond Conference, although sadly from afar, because my schedule, which as always is overloaded, did not allow me to make the journey from Milan to New York this year. Allow me to congratulate Lisa and her team for reaching the enviable milestone of holding the Gold and Diamond Conference for 15 years. I say so as the older brother. For the next year in 2026, CIBJO will be celebrating 100 years of its founding. Consequently, our upcoming Congress in Paris, which will take place from the 27th to the 29th of October, in which IAC will be a part of, will mark the beginning of our centenary year. In the decade and a half that this has been held, the Gold and Diamond Conference has not only become an important fixture on the New York and US calendar, but on the international one as well. That is immediately evident by the quality and caliber of the speakers who will feature over the upcoming 2 days, some of whom have flown into the city specifically to attend. CIBJO and IAC share an important characteristic in that we both focus on the full length of the jewelry industry chain of distribution and also on multiple categories, which we understand ahead of time to be interlinked. What this means is that from our perspectives, elements impacting on the diamond or colorstone sector example are not only relevant when it comes to gold, platinum, and pearls, but the same is true vice versa. So when, as the theme of conference is keep your eyes on the prize, it means that we need to focus on a great many things. This common emphasis inspired us several years ago to take a deep dive into topics at the IAC conference and events organized under CIBJO banners, in a way that we are able to investigate more fully how they impact on the jewelry industry internationally. Some of you may recall that several years ago, we jointly prepared a session on intellectual property in the industry. particularly how it affects both jewelry designers, manufacturers. Helping us was the Jury Vigilance Committee. Well, after a successful debut in New York, where naturally the focus was on the industry in the United States, 2 months later, we held a second session during Sibjo Seminars series at Vicenza Oro Show in Italy, looking at the same topic from a European perspective and rising issue that had been introduced earlier at the IAC conference in New York, some by members of audience. And then, 2 months after that, at the CPO Congress in Jaipur, India, we delved into the topic of intellectual property again, this time with the nation focus. It almost certainly was the most in depth look at this important topic ever undertaken, and this speaks to what can be done when we work together. The type of collaboration continues. I may not be in New York in person, but Sibjo is well represented. In addition to Stephen Benson, our Director of Communication, who is with you today, so are several of senior officials, including John Mulligan, President of the Sibjo Sustainable Development Commission, and Sarah Youth, President of the Sibjo Ethics Commission. Later today, you will participate in a session at the IAC conference that is an official part of the public consultation of the Blue List, and Lisa was mentioning previously, which is a document currently in draft form, but is designed to become the first lexicon of recommended terminology to be used when describing both material and practices in the jewelry supply chain. It was developed by a multi-stakeholder committee within Sibjo, co-chaired by myself and Feriel Zerouki, the beer's chief trade and industry officer, and on which we have been working for more than 6 years. She and other members of that committee will present the document to you this afternoon and are keen to receive your input. They include Sarah, Stephen, and also for IAC President Lisa Koenigsberg. Tomorrow afternoon, in what I believe will be the closing session of this conference, you all will investigate the evolving perception of pressures in our pressures in our industry. It is a subject that we plan to examine far further in a European setting. At Vicenza Oro in September, it's a topic that may appear at first to be esoteric and philosophical, but in the jewelry market today, where the lines between natural and synthetic are becoming blurred, it's a topic with real practical application and maybe existential consequences. So let me wish you most fruitful discussion in New York over the coming days, and I hope to continue the dialogue again with as many of you as possible, both in Vicenza and Paris over the coming month. I can see that this year, as I said, the caliber of, specifically this year for this fantastic anniversary of 15 years, the caliber of speakers is really very high. And honestly, I do not expect something less. And I want to wish you a wonderful conference. Lisa, congratulations to you, all the speakers, and to all the participants that are giving to the conference itself and to the industry at large great input and several reasons of inspiration to do more and better. Thank you very much.